there's a lot of great teams in Major League Baseball right now. Specifically, there's 3 near the top, but there's one that they're saying is the team to beat in Major League Baseball. And no, it's not the Baltimore Orioles. People are saying it's the New York Yankees. And hey, you can't deny they've been red hot. They did drop that game against the Kansas City Royals. But overall, the Yankees have been on a bender over the last month. So, gentlemen, and Zach, I know you wanted to talk about it first here, but fact or crap, the Yankees, the New York Yankees, are the most dangerous team in Major League Baseball.
Crap. It's not them. The Dodgers have a better average, on-base percentage, slugging, OPS. The Yankees, we've seen the Yankees play the Dodgers, lost 2 of 3. We've seen the Yankees play the Orioles, lost 3 of 4. The Yankees are great at beating bad teams. They are as good at beating bad teams as you can be.
They beat the teams they're supposed to.
Yes, but the second the Yankees have faced a little bit of adversity, it all goes out the window. So
what's their record against teams of 500 or better? Do we know that?
We're going to look it up, but they've also dominated the AL Central.
Yeah,
the AL Central is pretty good here, guys. I'm not trying to defend the Yankees here.
The AL Central also beats up on the AL Central. It's not, get that twisted.
Okay,
well, the Guardians,
Guardians, the Royals, the Twins, good teams. The Chicago White Sox.
The Twins. But where is our good team? Like, there are only 11 teams in Major League Baseball over 500. Like, they're not a lot of good teams.
The Fighting Gavin Sheets.
Yeah, honestly, you take that back.
I said the Twins. I didn't even mention the White Sox. I thought that was just assumed. But
the White Sox are 17-52. They're right where they need to be.
They've won 17 games. That's a start.
If they put together a solid 30-game streak, do not count out the White Sox. That's all I'm
Don't call it a comeback.
And in Cube, Twins, Basil, Twins. Kevin, what's the reference?
Austin Powers.
Boom, baby. Boom. Oh, we're so back. But let's talk about this for one more second, okay? This division is very good in the AL Central. Cleveland's 43-23 as we record this. Kansas City's 40-30. Minnesota is 36-32. The Detroit Tigers are 33-35. And although the Orioles and the Yankees are the 2 top teams in the American League, no team as we record this is over 500 out of the Red Sox, the Blue Jays, and the Rays. They're close, but they are not over 500.
Red Sox have continued their incredible streak of just refusing to ever be more than 1 game above or below 500. They've been 27-27, 28-28, 29-29, 30-30, 31-31, 32-32, 33-33, and now they are 34-34.
It's the most impressive mediocre season of all time.
Their banner's going up soon for having a meeting with Jordan Montgomery.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, hey, pretty good one, Kev.
Good shit.
That was a zinger right there.
That was a zinger.
Nothing like having to compliment your own self on
not as bad as me clapping for myself.
It's up there. It's close. But
yeah,
that is hilarious. The greatest mediocre season of all time for the Boston Red Sox. It is unfamiliar territory. I mean, the AL East, especially last year, really every year, there's always 3-4 teams, it seems like, in the AL East that is hunting in the playoffs, and it's not that way this year. Kind of weird.
It's different. Again, they're hovering around like all these teams still have a chance for a playoff spot. It's early. We're not even halfway through.
Well, that's the thing about the MLB this year is like it's in such a weird spot where there are in pretty much every division besides the AL East. You're kind of like, yeah, it literally, I think they were saying you can probably 6 teams in the majors that you're like, okay, they have no shot at making the playoffs. Every other team, like the wild card teams are below 500 right now in like both leagues. So it's going to be an interesting year towards the trade deadline for sure to see what teams do. But back to your original question, and I don't even think the Dodgers are the best team. I think it's still the Phillies.
Okay, so you're saying the most dangerous team right now.
I will put I'll give the Yankees because they have a better record than the Orioles. They're above them, but I would put them 3 still. I think it's between the Phillies and the Dodgers. And I just think the Phillies, like when you look at their rotation, you look at just the experience that they've had and like going to the World Series last year. I think they are still the most dangerous team in baseball.
Well, we have Orioles, Phillies sold out series coming up.
Except for Friday night. There's some seats still available on Friday night. I believe so, right? Or
yeah, I mean, there are seats available every day. You just have to use different websites. Like it's
like
SeatGeek.
Oh, look at that transition.
Hey, look, we're getting better at this. You almost didn't pick it up though, Zach.
No, I set it up.
Okay. He did set it up.
He did.
I didn't pick it up. Yeah, I know. I
nice little soft toss.
Is this time for the ticker?
Yes. Yeah. Pull it up. Boom. There it is. Perfect. And as you guys can see down below here, SeatGeek, if you enter the code Ripken, RIPKEN, all in capital.
Not IN.
Not IN. EN.
Yeah.
You get on your first purchase, just for your first purchase. That's it. But you get $20 off on your purchase. So if you're looking to go to the game, Phillies and Orioles are coming to town. Think it could be a good conversation, or at least maybe something with friends. Hey, there's a code available. Just type in Ripken. You'll get $20 off on just that first purchase. But to finish this conversation then, or we'll go around here, Brad, do you want to give your team on who you think, factor crap, Yankees are the most dangerous? And if it's, give your answer. And if it's not the Yankees, who you take?
I'm going crap as well. Sorry, Adam Shine. It's the Phillies. He probably wouldn't argue that either. Mm-hmm. The thing of it is that the Phillies, it just last year should have been their year and it wasn't. And I think this year actually will be their year. Mm-hmm. It's going to be, I know, I don't know if I want to necessarily say the Orioles, it's their year for as far as a World Series is concerned. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to go deeper into the playoffs than they did last year. I hope so. But I think that if I had to pick my World Series matchup today, it would be Yankees, mm-hmm. and then it would be Phillies.
Interesting. Kevin, do you dare enter the conversation?
I think it's Phillies too, and then you can flip flop.
But Phillies, I think, would dominate that game because, to Zach's point, mm-hmm. they seemingly fold whenever they're met with some sort of resistance.
Yeah, and they also haven't been back to the World Series since they won the World Series. So continue, Kevin.
Yeah, you can flip flop Orioles, Dodgers. I mean,
that's
3-3-2.
2-3-3-2, and the top team you're saying is
Phillies.
Okay,
and then Yankees are below.
Also, I do want to say, if we're talking like most dangerous teams, like in the playoffs, like if we're starting the playoffs, I can't have the Dodgers in my top 3.
No,
until they prove to me that they can win in the playoffs. I don't care if they have 9 Shohei Ohtanis on that team. Like we have yet to see the Dodgers. They just find a new impressive way to lose series in the playoffs each year, it seems. So I got to see something happen there before I'm saying they're above the Phillies.
This would be a nomadic citing a old World Series matchup. It would be interesting to repeat Phillies versus Orioles. That will be something this year if that actually ended up happening for sure.
And that's the last time that the Orioles won the World Series and were in the World Series. It was 1983. How do I know? I wasn't born, but I know someone that was playing in the game. But
he was a good kid.
He's still a good kid. But for factor crap, I'm going to say it's crap on that. I didn't give my answer. I don't think the Yankees are the most dangerous. I think that they are really good right now.
Yeah,
and
they're
especially
they're top 3 for sure.
They're top 3. I would still, if we're going to give the edge, I think Baltimore is 2. I think Baltimore is the best team in the American League. Right. I think Philly right now, given their pitching staff, and this maybe will be a good time that we'll dive into this in a second here. I love this Orioles team. I really do. I think that their top 3 pitchers can go up against anybody. Burns, Bradish, Grayson Rodriguez. Those 3 in itself are top tier. Any staff out there, I'd put them up against right now. If you're going to go overall team, the Phillies got some dogs. The Phillies got some guys that have the experience in the postseason. They have frontline starters with that veteran presence. They have made big steps. You could argue that they collapsed in the NLCS and didn't close out the Diamondbacks, who deservedly won the series. But this Phillies team is better right now than they were last year. For the Orioles, though, I think that they're right there to be in the conversation. And it helps the fact that you have 2 superstars, you have 3 aces, and I think you have some good bullpen pieces that you're going to need to hopefully figure out as we get closer to the deadline. But yeah, you got to feel good about Baltimore.
Here's what I'll say. I will change my mind if Mike Elias trades for something pitching wise before the trade deadline. Last year I felt like he fell a little flat. Fuji, we loved Fuji, but like either way, like there was better opportunities, I think, to make trades for higher caliber players, which Elias ended up doing in the offseason, which was great. But if it happens before the trade deadline and we get some big arm, another big arm, I think that I'm going to change my tune, and it's going to have to be Orioles. I mean, you can't dispute it after that.
Yeah, I mean, right now, though, like I'm saying, the Orioles have, I said superstars. They have 2 MVP candidates right now, Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman. The trade deadline, which we will get to, you guys know I am not going to go into this conversation until we get to July. We got to get to July. If the Orioles make a surprise move before then stop traffic. We're going to talk about it, Kevin, but we're not there yet.